Years ago, if you wanted to cross a body of water when there were no or few highways and bridges, travelers relied on ferry boats to get across the water. At one time, there were more than a dozen ferries in the state of Arkansas alone.
Today, though, there is only one, about 3 hours north, tucked up against the Missouri border. Claire Kreitz shows what continues to keep the Peel Ferry afloat.
On a crisp fall morning, among the orange and red leaves and sun glistening across Bull Shoals Lake, the road ends and the water begins. In the past,
I first rode it in August of 1974.
comes face to face with the present.
It's pretty incredible, and it really hasn't changed.
The Peel Ferry first set sail from Arkansas to Missouri in 1968. At that time, there were 17 ferries in operation across the state, but one by one, the stop signs came down for good. Now, this is the only one, still tugging along day after day, morning until night.
It's wonderful. It takes you back to being able to stare at the world the way it belongs.
From locals to tourists.
We're from South Mississippi, and there used to be ferries down there, and there's no ferries left.
To tour guides.
Every time some of the relatives come in, I bring them down to ride the ferry.
Just about everyone has a fairy tale.
I started in 1972.
Some, like Curly Johnson, have stories that span a lifetime.
We spent more time together than we did with our family. We just had a lot of good times.
Johnson spent close to 4 decades working on this barge, almost too much time to count.
That's kind of tricky.
He retired the first time in 2000
This is where I wanted to be.
and came back soon after.
And I would just run the tug.
Well, some might think it's a peaceful gig.
People are kind of nuts.
Curly would tell you otherwise.
We saw this truck come down, run through the gate, and we were on the other side, and it just sailed out in the water. The old boy got out, stuff floating everywhere.
But in the midst of the crazy, Curly says there's one moment that gives peace of mind.
There's a lady told me one time that she saw an angel on each corner of this ferry.
In all his years working and beyond, everyone has made it to and from each shore safe and sound.
I kind of believe maybe them angels are sitting on the corner of this thing.
Are we almost there?
We're almost there, guys.
From leaving a legacy to continuing one.
I was probably this high.
Bill Winokur first rode the Peel Ferry when he was a kid.
My grandpa bought a lot here way back when the lakes first opened, and we've had the same lot ever since.
Now, bringing his grandkids on the same trip.
It's neat because they're going to grow up with knowing their grandpa.
This ferry not only connecting 2 states,
Isn't this great?
but generations.
We're gonna land. Say ahoy!
And with each ride comes a new story. Each story, just a drop in the lake full of memories.
That was Claire Kreitz reporting. The Peel Ferry runs only in the daylight hours right now. The last ferry leaves the Arkansas side at 4:40, the Missouri side at 5. And because just about everyone has a fairy tale, Bob, there are a lot more stories that we could not fit into this one. So we've got unseen footage and interviews on our website, KARK.com.
Well, you think about it, too, back in the day when people were on horseback.
Sure.
They would get on those ferries, and then the ferryman would pull a rope that was tied to the side and pull them over.
I want to hear more from that guy and all his stories. The car going into the water,
He's
but they said
probably got
everyone made
million.
it safely.
I used to take a ferry to college.
Did you really?
Yeah, because I would take the ferry from Long Island to Connecticut and go up to New England.
I never
And
know
that
if it's
ferry
a
is
joke
still
with
there.
him. I've ridden that ferry. Maybe at the same time as you.
Perhaps. No, you
Small
probably would
world.
have pushed me off.
Yeah, that's true.